There we go. YouTube's up. My screen is shared. My screen is shared with everybody in Discord. Let's see if anybody knows. Yasu, come on up. We're doing deal review today only. Mortgage taker, failed listing. They gave up. Yes, they did give up. Guys, let me show you this. This is just the best thing ever. This is the best thing ever. The house was listed for 100K. But wait a second. It got removed. Why did the listing get removed? I don't understand. Why was this listing removed? It doesn't make sense. Well, the listing was removed because they owe $96,500. If they sold at their asking price, they were literally going to make nothing. So what they did is they removed the listing. And what I can do on Lightning leads is skip trace them. If I click create offer, I can unlock their contact info. I can't really show phone numbers on TikTok, so I'm sorry, I'm blocking this TikTok. But look at that. That's the owner of the property. I've skip traced her. It wrote me an outreach email, but I'd much rather call her. And how do I know if it's a real phone number? I mean, it could easily be a fake phone number. There's a way to know if it's a real phone number, guys. Well, it's not 100% accurate, but it's probably 80% accurate to know if it's really them. Put the phone number into messages, and if it turns blue, it's real, because it means it's linked to an iPhone. So this one turned green. What can a green number mean? It could mean Android, but it could also mean landline, and it could also mean disconnected phone number. And it could also mean not registered to anybody as a phone number. But if the phone number turns blue, you know you've got a real number. So I can call this person, but there's a very decent chance that it's going to say, the number you have dialed has been disconnected, or the number you have dialed is no longer in service. Let's give them a call just to see. But Don Z, this is a method that I would highly, highly recommend you look into. This individual, I mean, they removed their listing because they were not going to make any money. Let me confirm this detail on PropStream really quickly, because I don't want to have an embarrassing conversation. I think it might be nice to have both of them. Let me just double check this info. Okay, so PropStream says they have a mortgage. PropStream says it's slightly less than I thought. Looking at the exterior of the house, it's ugly as all hell, but we will give them a call. This is I never do this, but let's try.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I wonder if they're on Do Not Disturb. I don't know if Android has Do Not Disturb, but we'll try.
Your call has been
okay, the phone is just like off or not connected or something. But the point is, guys, these are individuals who took their property off the market because they were going to lose money on the sale of their house. Some of them are cash flowing beautifully, like this one right here with a 2.8% interest rate. We can skip trace them. I'll try one more time, guys. I'm going to try one more time. Come on. One more try. What do I think the accuracy is? Probably 40%. I think 40% of these phone numbers are accurate. Oh, it's ringing.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
That's a real phone number. They just declined that call. Okay, I'm going to send them a voice message. Let's see if it's blue. Oh, it's blue. I'm so sending a voice message. Dude, imagine you get a random voice message. I'm so doing that. Okay. Hey, man, I'm sorry for reaching out like this. The house on West Christie Lane, I had made an offer on it when you were for sale like 150 days ago, but your realtor kind of declined it before showing it to you because they said you were going to lose money if you accepted that offer. I saw that it's off the market, and what I've been doing recently is taking over people's mortgages. If you have that house in Muncie, Indiana, I own one in Indiana where I just took over the guy's debt, and I gave him $15,000 to do so. So I'm kind of curious if I could do the same on yours, giving you $15K to take over whatever's owed on the mortgage. I know it's a super random reach out, but the public record was telling me this was the phone number. I'm sorry. So we just sent him that. And it's blue. Do you guys see the blue message? The blue message means that there is an iPhone linked to this phone. And because here's the thing, if you die or if you have the wrong phone number, it's probably not an iPhone, right? It's probably not an iPhone. It's probably just like a green, wrong disconnected phone number or not your number. It could be a landline, could be a phone number from long, long ago. I mean, you really, really never know. But I just got a delivered message on that right there. That says delivered. So that is legitimately this person. I'm kind of curious what PropStream says about it. Let me just look it up on PropStream. But anyways, we'll talk after that. It's just, I feel like that mode is extremely possible. Yeah, and this is owned by. Huh, interesting. Looks like they owe 145. It's owned by David Allen Nielsen. And then this is saying that they owe David Allen Nielsen is the same person. Yeah. Anyways, that's one method of doing deals. We did get one under contract like that. Antioch Road in Macon, Georgia.
Well, thank you for everything, Richard. You are the best. I'm telling you, and I will not stop saying that until I become as successful as you, or maybe not. But I just want to get something. Anyways, a few months back ago, you had mentioned that you can JV with someone if they're down to do a flip.
Yeah.
Just like you did. I feel like I'm ready. I have my 20K. You had mentioned that you needed, and so whenever, feel free to reach out whenever you want to do a flip together. We can definitely go 50-50 or whatever it may be.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm still learning a little bit about how to secure lending for the community, but we do have a lender in the Discord who can do about 10% down right now to make it a little bit easier for people to flip houses. But I'm hoping to open up a flipping course soon, guys. I'm on my second flip right now. And if I start doing them really successfully, I can open a course. I just don't want to teach something that I'm not super experienced in. So I just started flipping houses. I'll probably come out with something soon that I just put for free in the Discord for everybody.
Awesome, Richard. Well, thank you so much for your time. You're the best. People, if you don't have that, you're not part of the community, join. Your money will be well invested.
People are gonna think you're a paid actor, Don. All right. Let's chat with. Thank you, Don. That's very kind of you. I appreciate you. Best of luck to you. Okay. See ya. Let's talk to perhaps Alex. What's going on, Alex?
Richard, thank you. Thank you so much for taking my call, man. I appreciate it. This is my first month. All right. So got oh man, 1 second.
Somebody just said buy my house in the chat and gave me an address. Maybe we will have some calls today. But go ahead.
Awesome, no problem. So I got a duplex in Cleveland. So seller listed it at 149,995. I offer 120K cash. He verbally accepted.
It was listed at 195 and you got it for 120?
No. I wish. We listed at 149.95.
149.95. Okay, and you got it for 120?
128.
How is the
he verbally accepted. He said we couldn't make that work. And then immediately after that, he said that he also wants to sell a second duplex. I sent you the both of the addresses, please. It's not on the contract. So and then he said he wants to sell the second duplex. It's a street over, rented at $850, the downstairs, and $400 the upstairs. He said that gas needs to be separated, partial siding done. No price given yet on that one, by the way. So I guess my question is at 128 on the first one. Is there enough room for assignment, or should I renegotiate lower Monday?
It's going to let me see the address, but I will say this.
Sure.
Is it a single family?
That's a great question, Richard. I texted both of the addresses. There should be in your DM right now.
Oh, there's two addresses. Okay. So, is this a package deal?
No, I reached out about the first one, which is on Zillow. It was kind of trying to weed me out, making sure that I was serious. And then I guess after I gained trust, he sent me the second one.
Turnkey duplex with recent upgrades. Understood. I see. Yeah. Okay.
And I really need some hand holding here, Richard. So please,
Yeah, for sale by owner, turnkey duplex, $2,100 per month cash flow. West 40. Oh, it's on the west side. It's on the west side. Interesting. Okay, the west side is usually a bit better. So let's go to spot crime really quickly. Spot crime. Let's check out the. Ooh, somebody got shot right here, man. So check this out. This is your address, and this is yeah, you gotta somebody got like right there, and that was how long ago was that? That was on the 10th of February. That was 3 days ago. So 3 days ago, somebody got shot right there. Honestly, man, that means the only thing we can do is creative finance. If there's shootings in the area, that's one of the first things buyers look at in some of these low income markets. The good news is you could probably offer this guy 180K. Offer him 180K without an interest rate. So I'd offer him like $180,000, maybe offer him $15,000 down, maybe offer him perhaps $1,000 per month with a 6-year balloon. And you honestly probably offer him 190K with a 6. I wonder if you could do a 6.5-year balloon. Maybe not. Well, maybe why not? Anyways, 190,000, 15K down. You can go more than 15K down. You could probably go upwards of like 17.5 down. Yeah, you want to do 17.5 down. We'll do 7. So edit message. We'll do 17.5 down. And the reason for this is because of the shooting that's like literally right there. And there's also a number of others. There's like 3 others in the area too. So when buyers see that, it is pretty off-putting to them, and it can make them not super interested in the deal.
So we schedule I guess a walkthrough, virtual, of the property. How do I approach this now?
Well, you really don't need to have a walkthrough, man. No need to schedule a walkthrough. So I'll tell you the process here. I'll tell you the process. Maybe we can look at Taylor's deal. So Taylor, what was your address, Taylor? Taylor, what was that address that you did? Because we can show him the process. Was it Manor Street? Manor Street. Okay, we'll share our screen. So this is the process that Taylor went through. Taylor is about 3 weeks in. She got this when she was 2 weeks in. She got a $5,000 assignment fee on this. It's going to close in a week or two. Nice. And this is her address. And we're going to talk about, oh, that's not her address. Sorry, this is her address. And we'll talk about exactly what she did. So this particular property was listed for sale at $79,000. She made an offer on it at $60,000, which is the minimum discount. Minimum discount that we can do would be probably $20,000 off list. But remember, $20,000 off list in a $150K price range isn't exactly the same discount. It's a ratio. It's about a percentage off of list, and usually that percentage is about 0.7. Anything you get below 0.7 off of list in the right price range is awesome for us. I will say though, guys, looking at houses in 300s and 400s, you're offering 100K below list. It's so hard to get offers like that accepted. So try to mimic the types of deals you see me doing, guys. And honestly, almost all of the deals I do are on houses between probably 60 or maybe even 50. So maybe $50,000 all the way up to probably 500,000 most of the time. But when it becomes 500,000, guys, it's a multifamily. It's like my house in Minneapolis. So this is a multifamily I bought for 460K, but it's a 4-unit. So it's a little bit different. It cash flows. All of this is centered around cash flow. I have a cash flow first approach. And this deal is also heavily based on cash flow. The reason that it worked so well and the reason she was able to get that is because of the rent compared to other properties. This house probably should rent out for $1,100, but for whatever reason, it rents out for $1,400, which is really good. See that 1389 estimate? It's really, really nice. And it's kind of illustrated by a lot of the comps that we're seeing in the area. So I would say that her process starts with identify a property where you can make an offer on it and it makes sense to an end buyer. And how do we do that? Well, it's about our cash on cash return. And now I worry I'm going a little bit too quickly. So I'm gonna slow down a little bit. I would aim to find houses in these 3 cities that are listed for around 90K. And I try to get them for 60K. 60K for these houses is really, really great. Cleveland, Birmingham, Detroit. And honestly, they're more. You could do Memphis, Indianapolis, and more. I spelled that way. There you go. So for this particular deal, she got it at 60K and she only offered 20,000 below list. What made it really good is the price compared to the rent. The rent being 1,400 and the price of 60,000. The cash on cash return is crazy. So I'll give you the formula for cash on cash return. It's rent times 0.8 minus PITI. This is your mortgage payment. Your PITI is your mortgage payment. Times 12 divided by total cost of entry. I got mixed up there for a second, guys. So here we go. This is our formula, guys. Let's input numbers into this formula. So let's plug in the numbers here. So what's our rent? It's $1,400. So that's going to be $1,400 times 0.8, and it should give us a figure here. Okay, it doesn't. Let's see. 1,400 times 0.8 is going to be 1,120. And then we're going to subtract PITI. What is PITI? PITI is your mortgage payment. Is it your mortgage payment on 60,000 or your mortgage payment for your buyer? It's going to be your mortgage payment for your buyer, guys, because you know your lockup price doesn't matter if that's not what people are getting sold, right? So what really matters, guys, is the mortgage that your buyer pays. It's $13,000 down payment, and I can't believe I'm saying that. That's such a small amount. $13,000 down payment, probably a 7.3% interest rate, as it has that really, really low price. Remember when we looked at my deal on Lapin with the 7.75? It was recently purchased, guys, and the reason that it has that interest rate is because, well, it's really cheap. So you're probably looking at 7.3. I love a blanket 250 for taxes and insurance because it's kind of an overestimate. This is her PITI. Why is it called PITI? What is PITI? It's principal. That's your payment that pays down your debt. So when you make this $356 payment, only $40 pays down what you owe. You can see that this number goes down by $40 each time. But this number here is almost like rent. It almost disappears. This is how the bank makes their money. This is how lenders make their money. I lend you an amount and you pay back that amount to me, but it doesn't go down by the amount you pay me. So if I lend you $10,000 and my payments on that $10,000 are $350 per month, and you pay me back $350, if I'm charging you interest, it doesn't go down. It doesn't go down by $350. It might only go down by like $40, depending on the rate. Anyways, so that's P&I, principal and interest. Your mortgage payment is made up of principal and interest, but oftentimes people will escrow in, which means include taxes and insurance so that they don't have to pay it at a lump sum. Taxes and insurance are showed here on Zillow, but it's not actually super accurate. It actually gets reassessed when you purchase it. So it's probably closer to 200, but I like to use 250 to be safe. The more pessimistic you are, the better. So 325 plus 250, this is your P&I and T&I. So we may say that my taxes are 150 and my insurance is 100. It's a bit of an overestimate, but we can actually even make this better. It's 280 principal plus probably 45 interest, or 40 interest, I think, plus 150 taxes, plus 100 insurance. Does that make sense? We just separated it out. Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance equals PITI, mortgage payment. And sometimes it's called PITIA which stands for association, which is the homeowners association, because sometimes houses have HOAs, but really never houses in cheap areas have HOAs. So yeah, that's your PITI. Let's plug in our PITI of 575. And that's going to equal 1120 minus 575. What is that going to be? 425 plus 100, 525 plus 20 is going to be 545. Let's just make sure I did that right, because that was quick maths. 1120 minus 575. It is 545. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, equals 545. Then we multiply that by 12 per this formula. So you multiply by 12. And 545 times 12 is going to be 6,000, 5,000, I don't know. 6,540. 6,540. Now we're going to divide 6,540 by the total cost of entry. What is the total cost of entry? The total cost of entry is my down payment plus closing costs. It'll take about 5K to close a deal like this. 5K to close a deal like this. So you're probably looking at 18K as a total entry cost, which equals your return on investment. And your return on investment will be 36.3%. So that is numbers plugged in for this equation to represent this property, which is legitimately in closing for a $5,000 assignment fee right now. And what's more, we told the realtor that we were assigning it. Okay, we're not initially, but later. So the realtor actually knows it's a wholesale deal, which is really cool, because that kind of shows that you can do a wholesale deal on market. But anyways, that's your cash on cash return formula. I'd love to see minimum of 25%. Obviously, we've talked about 20% cash on cash return, guys, but it's so abundant. It's so easy to find a 25% cash on cash return deal, even at list price. What are you calculating cash on cash return? Do you factor in assignment fee? Steve, that's a great question. She locked up the deal at 60, but I plugged in 65 to get this figure. The 5 is paid for by the lender. The 5 is the assignment fee, if that makes sense. Anyways, Alex,
So
to summarize,
Richard,
cheap houses.
yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Cheap house is listed at like 90K. Find a house at 90K, get that for 60K. You're in the green, man. I would do that in Birmingham. I would do that in Detroit, and I would do that in Cleveland. And remember, if the house is distressed, it plays by a different set of rules. Distressed houses need to be at the percentage of ARV. This is about rent, not ARV. So there's nuances to understand here, guys. I'm here to bridge the gap between it, but consider it this. If you've got a turnkey house, which means it's in great condition like this property right here, if you get one of those for 60K, and that's at least 20K below the list price of the deal, if not more, it's a really appealing deal to real estate investors on our buyers list. So that's what I'll say.
Okay. So I guess for this guy, the premise of our conversation was that he wanted cash only. So I guess now just, what do you suggest I do now?
Well, I think we pivoted you to creative finance.
Mm-hmm.
I think we gave you a creative finance offer somewhere in the chat. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
I can't seem to find it.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and redo it. Does anybody see? Oh, wait. 190K. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. Yep, that's it. Offer them this, man. That should be your offer. You see that offer in the chat?
Kind of new to Discord, so I don't know how to go back to the chat of my laptop.
It's on the top right of
Okay,
your
I see the chat. Yes, I do see it. Perfect. Thank you so much, Richard, man. Keep up the good work. I should be closing my first deal soon. Appreciate it, man. Keep it up.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yasu, what's going on, man? I don't want to keep you up too late. What time is it over there?
Oh, it is 12 p.m. Saturday.
Wow. Okay, well,
Yes.
let's get you to bed. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Let's get you to bed, man. Tell me about your deal.
Yeah, so it's a seller finance deal. I talked to the agent and I told him why it is not sold for a long time. Actually, wait, let me send you the address. It's not in a really popular area, but it's rented. Here is the address. I still don't have it under contract, so yeah. So it's rented for 2,300, and I offered 250, 25 down payment, 12 or 1,000 monthly payment, and 6 years balloon.
What do they say?
They said, wait, let me send you what they said. Actually, so he's willing to look at it, but they wanted a credibility package of
I got a ton of
me.
houses.
Yep, I already sent them yours, and after sending them yours, they didn't respond to me for some reason. Maybe it's a CRM issue. Maybe they are receiving my calls as spam because I do a lot of calls. So yeah, I just wanted to.
Do you want me to call them
check.
and see if we can get them to respond?
Yeah, but if you want to review the other deals, we can do the call later. Actually,
No, let's do it now,
up to
man.
you.
It's if it's midnight, you gotta get to bed, right?
Oh my god, sorry.
We gotta get you to bed.
Okay, sounds
Anyways,
good.
so this right here is the list of houses I own right now, and you can set. I don't know if this is what you sent them, but that could be what you.
I sent them the one in the Discord actually, and the credibility package.
I would use that. I'm gonna. Where's the credibility package? I'm just gonna swap that out for my portfolio. Where's the credibility package?
It's in contracts, if I'm not mistaken. It's the contracts section. Oh no.
No, I'm just.
no,
I
it's
know.
not
I
there.
found it. I found it. I'm just.
Okay.
I'm making some edits. Okay, I've updated the credibility portfolio to reflect houses I own. The formatting is kind of weird, though. I don't really want the bullet points. I'm going to change the formatting. Hold on, guys. This is literally like 4 years old. We should get rid of that. Yeah, let's do bullet points. None. I'm fixing your spacing. Okay, that's been updated. It's more accurate now. Anyways, let's go ahead and give them a call and see if we can get them to respond.
That's good. Let me send you the offer that I sent them, so you know it too. Yep. Here is the offer.
Perfect. And their name is Andrew?
Yeah, Andrew Coolborn, I guess.
All right, let's call.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Richard Taylor Byer.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Why do people have these, man?
This is Drew.
Hey, Drew. My name's Richard. I was calling you about the Farron Place property in Mount Clemens.
Yes, sir.
You had been speaking to my acquisitions manager. He's overseas. His name is Yusuf. He has spoken to you guys about a seller finance offer. I didn't know if that was something that you guys were interested in. We kind of lost communication after we sent over the portfolio.
Well, I got the portfolio, but then the next day I got the same portfolio from an agent in town with a different buyer.
Yeah,
Buying.
sometimes I'm a social media figure. I've got 1 million followers for real estate investing. Sometimes people will take my information and kind of use it for something that they shouldn't be using it for. I'm happy
Okay.
to present HUD statements to kind of verify that that's something that we own. But I do understand the concern there. It's just I have a lot of people who try to kind of impersonate my likeness and see if there's a way that they can get deals done with it.
Yeah, I mean, they sent the exact same paperwork over, and I went, you know what? I only have 24 hours in the day,
Yeah,
and I've done this 30 years.
Totally
So
understand.
I appreciate you reaching out. At that point, I was like, I'm not going to even put in more effort on this because I don't know what's real and I don't know what's Memorex.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. If you need, I can send you HUD statements. I can also send you articles of incorporation for the LLC that owns them or the trust that own them, as a lot of them are owned in trust currently. But I wanted to reach out and see if there was any interest in the offer that we'd sent over. Typically, we got to contact like 50 people before even one of them wants to consider something like this.
Yeah, I mean, he would consider he a lot of my people will come to me and say, what would you do? And it varies depending upon what they want to do. Some people are investors, some people can deal with tenants, some people can, excuse me, and he can't deal with tenants. He's just done. His primary businesses are making him enough money to where I'm like, I don't invest in rentals anymore anyway. I have software companies. So software companies make me more money and I have to deal with less problems. And you deal with tenants. So your staff and your problems. So we all have, right?
Let's turn it into the bank. I mean, the bank doesn't get called when something goes wrong with the tenants. Something goes wrong with the tenants, he's still getting his payment. We're the ones who are called, but he's also getting, I guess, $250,000 for it instead of the $240,000 that he's been looking for the past year.
Bingo. And so yes, to give you the long answer to a short question, he is interested. We do have, in full disclosure, the bottom unit is now vacant, but we can fill that if that's part of the contract, or you can fill that because then it'd be your tenant. Then there is a small repair that needs to be done in the basement, and he would be willing to do that should you guys buy the property.
The small repair is probably something that we'd want him to take care of. However, I will say if the property's vacant and we have one unit open, it makes it a little bit easier for us to get in and do the inspection. So I wouldn't say it's necessary for him to rent out that unit. Really, either way is fine. But yeah, if there's something wrong with the property and that's something they're willing to fix prior to the close of escrow, that would be
Of
great.
course he is. And that's how I quarterback all my deals. I look at every landmine and I remove the landmines to get to the closing. And most realtors just look at the landmines and get blown up by them. So,
well, I'm glad to hear, man, because this is, as I said, it's like 50 people get called, one person says yes. So we typically get about one of these per week. And yeah, it would be great.
And he has another unit on the street as well.
Excellent.
So look
excellent.
at 32. Look at 32 Farrons.
If we could take both those down, we could do a package deal on this. I'd get an inspection done probably within 4 business days. It would be really easy to get close.
All right, send me an email from you so I can deal with you.
I'm gonna put the acquisitions manager on there because I have to pay him for the lead that he's generated.
I capiche. And would you be interested in a land contract portfolio?
yes, the desire for the land contract is because they don't really know if we're going to pay on time and they got to get title back in the event of our default.
No, they're all paying on time. They're all
No,
performing.
I mean, your client wants to do a land contract rather than a seller finance deal, which means that they're going to hold on to the title until a later date.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I do that as well. I think the reason they want to do that is because they have no way to know if we're going to make payments on time. However,
Sure.
when it comes to a portfolio, I want my accelerated depreciation. I mean, I can make a ton on my taxes if I'm able to depreciate.
Right.
But I can't with a land contract. However, I can provide the same security to them with a deed in lieu of foreclosure. So a seller finance deal with a deed in lieu of foreclosure. That way, if I miss payments, deed goes back to them.
And glad we talked about this. My other question is I have a package that was just presented to me of, I don't know, 100 land contracts in Southeast Michigan portfolio.
That would be a game changer. If we could unlock a number of these, I can send you a bank statement right now with $250,000 per month income on it. So I mean, we're ready to take these down for tax purposes.
58 years of being on this planet, I separate shit from truth really quickly. And on your end, I got a lesser offer from another agent. She had never shown the property, but she's like making an offer. And I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't know you. Second of all, you've never showed the property. And third of all, I've just received the same proof of funds from someone else. So good luck. Goodbye. Don't call me.
Well, I'll tell you what, send me over what's available right now. I'll go ahead and get you offers on it. I'm particularly interested in the 32 Farron and 28 Farron Place. I think that might be something we can.
We're going to take those down first because I don't muddy water. Let's take those down first. I think he can agree. Get me a deal sheet on that other one on the 32. There's 32 and 28 Farrons. Both of them have one vacant unit. One of them comes with a huge garage, which is an asset in Southeast Michigan because you can rent the garage separate.
Do we have same rent on both the properties?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But the vacant unit in 32 is a 3-bedroom furnished.
Okay, that's interesting. Are there photos on Zillow for that one?
Yeah, they should be. If they're not, text me to this number. Is this your cell phone?
This is.
Great. I will save you. Send me your contact information. I'll send you my contact information, and we probably have a deal done by Monday.
Perfect. Let's see if we can make this thing happen.
Yeah. No, he's interested. I'm interested. And as long as he's getting his money, I'm getting paid. And I have certainty that you will perform because, listen, at the end of the day, I can make as much money as possible, but my reputation is priceless. And in this community, I walk with a pretty big stick because I don't lie, I don't mince words, and I don't put my clients into harm's way.
Well, perfect. Let's get this done. I'm going to send you the proof of funds. I'm going to send you already have the portfolio, but I'll send you the terms for this deal and that deal. And text me a little bit of information about the garage that you had mentioned. Do we have to insulate it, or is it?
No, it's in Southeast Michigan. You have the Woodward Dream Cruise, and it's Woodward Avenue at about 10 miles of 8-lane stretch, 4 lanes on each side of the road, or 3 lanes of each side of the road. In August, 2 million people come to go to car events and watch classic cars cruise down Woodward Avenue. So, it's Detroit. And so garages you could probably rent the garage, probably $250, maybe $450 a month.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll factor that in.
In the future, if you're operating in Southeast Michigan and you need me to go touch something, you need some clarification because it doesn't seem right, just call me. I mean, we'll help each other, and good things will happen because of it, and you'll have certainty and I'll have certainty.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I'll send you, I guess you already have the offer for Farron. I'll get you over an offer for the other one.
32 Farrens and 28 Farrens. You gave me the offer on 28.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a duplicate of that offer.
Yeah, I get it.
I'll check it out.
assumed this
Maybe we
already,
can
so
pay a little bit more for the furniture that's in place, but anyways, I'll check it out. Thanks so much for your time.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It can feel
What the hell?
it can feel pretty hopeless when you're calling seller finance, guys. I get it. It's no after no after no after no after no, but then you get a yes. And what you need to understand is that this deal will sell for 10K, the other deal will sell for 10K, and he has more. It's like a $20,000 phone call, guys. It's like wholesaling real estate is you got a rock and you lift up the rock and usually there's nothing under there. And sometimes there is, and sometimes, it's $20,000 in cash. Sometimes that happens. So this guy who got this lead, I mean, where are you from, dude?
Egypt. I will not sleep right now.
He's
You will not make me sleep right now.
he's from Egypt, but that's
Freaking
just,
hyped.
dude, it's just that's great, man. That's great right there. And sometimes the agents are down for it. So he's got another one, guys. And please don't try to take somebody else's deal, guys. That's not an opportunity for y'all to go take a deal. We don't want that to happen. But yeah, man, you're gonna make a good amount of money on that.
Hope so, brother.
Nameless says I could tell. Well, if it's fake, it's fake. But remember, the only person you're doing a disservice to is yourself. Because, man, on the off chance that this is real, geez, how life-changing, right? I'm going to tell my editor to clip this really quick. Hey, mark down right now. I just had a call with a guy. He was a really interesting character. But also we got 2 deals off of him and potentially more. And the student who got it is from Egypt. And it's a very, very good clip. Don't forget this one.
I'm texting that right now. I got it.
Okay. There's all kinds of funny moments too. He's, the agent and I are hitting it off. And then he says like, I carry a really big stick around town. So, my reputation is more important to me than anything. And I was like, all right, man. And anyways, it was just, he was kind of a funny guy.
Cool. Yeah, I texted that to our chat, so we'll get that done.
Okay. Yeah. I think the call must have started at 2. Well, I'll tell you when it started, actually. I called him initially at, 2:41 p.m., 2:41. And the stream started around probably 1:45. So it's a little less than an hour in. I call him. And you want to get the end of the call too, because the student says he's from Egypt.
Yeah, got it. Of course.
All right, cool. Catch you later. See ya. Bye. That's cool. Nick, didn't you say this was too saturated or something? And now you've got a 15K deal in closing?
All right, Richard.
Nick's like, it's too saturated. It's too saturated. Is it still closing? When is it closing, Nick? When are you getting paid?
It's set to close Monday, but because Monday's President's Day, it'll close. Like funds will be dispersed Tuesday.
And do you hear what just happened? Do you hear that, agent? That would be 20. That you hear the call that just happened?
Yeah, I heard it.
That would be
nice.
That would be 20K. That would be 20K right there. 10K for both deal. Good job, Yusuf. I would probably, well, he wants to hear from me, but it's your deal. So maybe we just text him together.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Okay.
I was wondering why he was really interested in when I called him. And for some reason, when I sent him the credibility packet, he just went away. Like he's not answering my phones. He's not answering email. And he called me one time by a mistake, and then he never called back. Like
So I would
But
say
thank
this.
God that happened. Actually, that's much better right now.
Whenever that happens, I would say I'm working on behalf of a large acquisitions firm and they've given us all the same credibility packet. We're all after our commissions if our company can close on these deals, and sometimes there's an overlap. So yeah, that's what I would say. Hey, Gray, I'm gonna try to bring you up, man. Let me get through the list of people I have now because I got quite a lot of people there on stream. But Yasu, I guess I think I have your phone number. Hold on. Is your phone number the one ending in 11, or is that somebody else's? Is that? I think you're muted right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. The one that is ended with 11. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I actually got the property that I got yesterday, the one on Cleveland, from 110K to 62K. I just got the contract today.
Oh
and,
my God, they signed.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
submitted. Yeah, they signed. Yeah, I sent it to the team. Chester is my dispo manager.
That's great, man.
But they still didn't send me the lease agreement. That's why I told them, hey, I will not inspect the property until we have the lease agreement and make sure that the tenants pays on time. And yeah,
I'm gonna tell Chester that it's a great one. Told him, and then phone number is gonna be. Okay. And then this guy's name is gonna be. And then I'm gonna text him, but I'm giving it back to you. So I'm sending him this initial text, but I'm not following up with him. I'm just giving it right back to you. Okay. So just take it from here, all right?
oh, so is it like a group chat?
Yeah, we're gonna be in a group chat together. I'm gonna text him the offer. I'm gonna say, hey, Andrew, thanks for your time just now. Let me know of the other land contract / seller financing opportunities. And guys, we just converted a land contract into seller financing using the deed in lieu of foreclosure. So sometimes mention that you understand why they'd want to do a land contract, but you can accomplish the same thing with a deed in lieu of foreclosure. A land contract is a seller finance deal, but it's kind of like a rental seller finance deal. You don't get to hold title in the property. And because you don't get to hold title in the property, it's a lot less desirable, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Because remember, you can depreciate your assets. Anyways, hey Andrew, thanks for your time just now. Let me know of any other seller financing / land contract opportunities. For just a sec, let me make an offer on the other one. He said rent was about the same. Let's just duplicate that offer. We're probably just gonna duplicate that offer. So let's we offered $250 on this one. Let's offer $270 on that one. $250,000 plus $270,000. And then your down payment was what?
For the first one, 25,000.
Okay, and for
10%. Yeah.
And for the second one, let's do say 27,000. 25 plus 27 is 52. $52,000 down, and then we have. So I'm gonna do 520, $52,000 down for. $520,000, $52,000 down. Commission would come from this figure. Commission would come from this figure, but I'll pay all closing costs. And then we'll do your monthly payments on the first one were 1,000?
I guess 1,000. Wait, let me make sure. Yep, 1,000, 1K per month.
So we'll do $2,000 per month in payments, and then 6-year balloon for 520 minus 52 minus hold on. 72 months times 2,000 is $144,000. So 520,000 minus 144,000 minus 52,000 leaves us with a balloon balance of $324,000. Man, I almost want to buy this. It's really good. That's 4 units for 52K, guys. And do let me know if he doesn't respond to you because he doesn't want to talk to you for some reason. And I can get it back on track, okay?
I understand. I guess it will be better if we can just talk in the group chat better, so he have like more.
Yeah. And I sent the initial text, so it'll say it came from me.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I just received it.
Okay, perfect. Well, wow, you're really, really hitting the jackpot recently, and that's why we made you a community helper. It's just like every single day you're coming with a new opportunity, man. What are you doing? Like, is it just a crazy amount of time you spend calling? Because gosh, you're just on track to make like 30, 40, or $50,000 this month. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Hopefully all of the deal get closed. And actually, it's just putting myself on the uncomfortable zone. Like sometimes people get scared of offering like from 120,000 to 62,000, which actually 62,000 is a really reasonable offer regarding according to the rent of the property. And sometimes, you understand the situation of the seller from the realtor. They are like just pissed off from the tenants or whatever. They are like morely interested for seller financing. And I do calls. I wake up at 4 p.m. here in Egyptian time, and I start doing calls until you're live. And I teach people to actually it's not me. I didn't get the one in Cleveland. It's one of my Egyptian partner that I teach him what you teach me actually. And he's the one that got the one from 110K to 62K. I just teach them how to run the numbers, and they just approach that to the realtor. And so it's just putting yourself in the uncomfortable zone, not being scared of offering something that is actually reasonable. And if they didn't accept your offer, just there's like multi-million properties here for sale, and just don't get attached with your deal. And it's just really easy. Just offer.
I'm just so surprised, man. He's got a better close rate than I do. I mean, this house is, God, this is turnkey as it gets. I'm gonna look into the area really quickly, but I might want this deal. Okay, I might want to buy this because
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to sell it to you, man.
Forward to my portfolio. It looks like there's some big buildings here, which is interesting. Does anybody know what Mount Clemens is? Has anybody ever heard of Mount Clemens? Because it's not rural, guys. There's like low-key a skyscraper here. I mean, it's not really a skyscraper, but it's a big building. It's like really big. Is it a declining population? Let's ask AI. I'm going to ask AI some questions about it. Maybe somebody in the chat knows about it. Metro Detroit? Oh, I got a buddy. Wait, hold up. I got a buddy from that area. I'm going to ask him about it because this will inform as to whether or not I want to buy there. Yo, I'm on live. Don't say anything out of pocket. What do you think about? I just got a deal in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Have you been there before?
Boy, I have been. It's kind of mid-Michigan, yeah.
I don't know. It seems to have some big buildings there, and I'm being told it's Metro Detroit. I don't know if that's on the side that you're from, but I just wanted to know if you like could gauge the vibe of it. If you've never been there, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I was like, I've gone through, but never like stopped there. Kind of like, in my understanding, suburbia vibes. Like, not really a whole lot of stuff going on. But Mount Clemens, let me verify.
Anyway, I just wanted to see if you'd like known the area, but that's
Yeah,
all good. If you think of anything, let me know.
Yeah, there's honestly not a whole lot going on. I got a couple friends out there like hunting stuff right now, and it's a decent area, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Like,
well, I just wanted to
nothing
see
crazy
if
say
you.
about it, you know what I mean?
I just wanted to see if you knew anything about it.
They just got a deal there though.
Well, I might buy these two that this guy has. This guy just has some really interesting deals out here, and I might be interested in them.
Oh shoot, okay. Yeah, because it's near Clinton Township, so like I'm a little bit more familiar with that. Or like St. Clair Shores, but it's kind of like it's just a place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nothing super crazy, but also not like terrible.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck.
See ya. Bye.
Actually, Richard Pam lives in Detroit. You can ask him too.
It's near. Do we think it's a declining or increasing population? I feel like it might be increasing because it looks like a good area. Mount Clemens. I feel like I could own here. I don't think it's too rural, guys. I think it's probably got a big metro population. I think everybody probably commutes. Let me look at the street. Oh, the street is really cute. It's on a really cute street. Man, I think I'd buy these. I do want to know about the roof. The roofs look a little bit old, so I will do an inspection on this, but I think I would be your buyer.
It's a pleasure.
So these are $1,250, $2,000. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be a pretty good return. So I'd be paying. So washer and dryer. The first one is rented for how much?
The one that I got is for 2,300. Actually, it was rented previously for 2,300. I didn't know that the one unit vacated actually.
So it might be a total of $4,600, and I'd be paying $2,000. Taxes and insurance are like maybe $350 a pop. So $350 times 2 is $700. $2,700, bringing in $4,600. 4,600 times 0.8 is 3,368 minus 2,700 leaves you with net cash flow of 1,000 multiplied by 12 is 12,000 per year divided by 54. I got to pay him an assignment fee. Call it 54 at least. I mean, at least $67,000. It would be a 17% cash on cash, even after taking 20% off the top. It's not bad at all. And then I do want to see value because this has been sitting here for a long time. So what did Bro buy it for? Bro paid. Just gonna check. Mount Clemens. Let's go ahead and reset our filters. Okay, most things here are listed for like 200 plus. It's mostly 200,000 over here.
Yeah, but I did run the ARV. It was like around like 200 and 230,000, 250 actually.
My contractor's out here too. I'm asking about the age of the roof. So I know 324 in 6 years. 324 divided by 2 is 162 per property. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I might be an interested buyer here. I might be interested in this. So keep me posted, but I will say if we wholesale it, you might make a little bit more than I can pay. I mean, this is easily a $20,000 deal all day long, but I can't pay a 20K assignment fee. So we might make more if we wholesale it, but if maybe if it doesn't sell, I'll pick it up. It is really good. It is really, really good.
Sure, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I'd probably say this. If it doesn't sell, I'll buy it. I just know that my buyers would pay so much more than I would pay. You know, it's a great deal. It's a great deal. Anyways, I'll catch you later, man. Good job.
No problem, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Talk soon. American Ape Arms. If you want to join my Discord, we can chat. I have people on my Discord I have to get to. Nick, what's going on, man? Mr. Eubanks. Oh, he's not here. Okay. Eugene, what's up?
So far, so good. What about you?
Doing well. How are you? Oh, you're so far so good. Okay, perfect. What can I help you with?
Yeah. So been in the community for 1 month, working on the first deal and find something interesting, and wanted your advice on that, if it's possible. I sent you the address. It's still in the negotiation. So it's been on the market for 261 days. It's a cash deal. It's already rented for 1,200. It's listed for 100K, and I negotiated for 60. So the seller is ready to sell. The realtor is waiting for the contract. But I have a couple of questions connecting to the condition, because I'm not sure whether the numbers work with this thing.
Check the chat, man. That's a big issue right there in the chat. We're doing a cash deal, but we're in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
The only way to do a deal in the middle of nowhere is creative finance, and even then it's kind of hard. So economic activity drives real estate, and if we don't have any, like Hagen, Georgia has a population of dude, it's 900 people. Not like it's smaller than a high school. So Hagen, Georgia, man, this is what we're talking about here. I'm going to take a screenshot of what this place looks like. We are deep in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, got it.
So it's just, when you think about it, you know, you could deploy $60,000 in cash in a place where people live, where the population is increasing. Remember, when the population increases, more people to buy houses, increases the value over time, right? But this is an area that might have been big 100 years ago, or maybe had some people living there 100 years ago, but now it's just sort of like ain't nothing out here, and that makes it very hard to find a buyer, if that makes sense, especially a cash buyer.
Okay.
So I would say, hey, I presented this to my lender, but he declined it because 900 people live here. However, we could do a seller finance deal and then hit him with a seller finance deal. You know, 10% over list, 10% down, 40% of rent and monthly payments. 10% over list, 10% down, 40% of rent in monthly payments. Rural kills everything, man. You just want to stay away from rural as much as possible. Yeah.
Got it.
Anyways, man, best of luck to you, okay?
Thanks.
Talk soon. It's hard to crush people's dreams, guys. Really, it is. It's not, people come to me and they're like, it's a deal. And I'm like, I know you got the discount that we're always talking about, but it's things in the middle of nowhere. Dude, that Huracan is heat. Okay. So we were trying to talk to Nick. Nick, are you back? I'm gonna send him a video of me saying, hey Nick, hey Nick. Hey Nick, you need some help, Nick? Just a little bit of help? All right, I guess we'll move on to the next person. Zach, what's going on, man?
There we go. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing, y'all?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. I'm a wholesaler and flipper. I run a team out here in Hawaii, and probably about 90% of our deals are Hawaii and 10% is mainland. This one is a mainland deal. Yeah, this one's in New York. It's in Jamaica, Queens. It's a cash deal. Let me send you the
flipping houses in
address.
Hawaii.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
where do you get
I can't
the
tell
down
you
payment for like those?
One more time, sorry.
Where do you get the down payment, man? Because those houses are pricey out there, huh?
Yeah, it's hard money and then private money lenders.
Wow, that's great, man. So you use hard money and then you have a private money lender fund the down payment.
Yeah, like just as an example, I just bought one for 1.175. The hard money was at like 90%, so the cash at close was like 115 or something like that. Private money lender came in for the whole thing. We gave him 12%, 6 months guaranteed, 12% annualized, and we just we just sold it for we just signed the counter actually today, 1.72.
So, wait. Is this a flip or a wholesale deal?
It's a flip, but it was like a wholesale basically. We were gonna flip it and get the ARV to 2.1, but just as is, it sold for 1.7.
That's so cool. So your strategy was it already on Zillow?
No, so this was a bankruptcy deal that I've been working for a long time. Actually, it was probably like a year long. And finally got it through bankruptcy court, got our offer accepted through bankruptcy court, was able to help the seller out. We gave him a rental property too, because it was his primary residence. And then once we closed on it, I had my contractor walk it. But as I was doing that whole process, I just threw it up on Zillow. I had my picture guy take their photos, take the media, threw it up on Zillow, just as is before we, started any work. And we got an offer first week.
That's so cool, guys. A wholesale deal is like a wholesale deal, but you buy it and you touch it up a little bit. So it's not like quite a flip. You might make the interior a little prettier. Maybe you paint it. Maybe you stage it. Maybe you take professional photos of it. Maybe you get it cleaned out. So like imagine you got an off-market seller. Off-market seller has a house like a hoarder house, but maybe it's not a hoarder house. Maybe it's like a good condition property, doesn't really need any work, but it's just ugly as hell. Not ugly because it's in bad shape or outdated. Maybe it's ugly because, they didn't clean up the property. You buy the property with your hard money, private money, whatever you have for lending, and then you clean out the interior, you take photos of it, you throw it up on Zillow, and you get what you could have actually gotten for the property. It's just this quick turnaround, which is really, really cool, man. That's such an awesome strategy. So you acquired for, you say 1.2?
1.175.
You made 500 racks on it. Did you have any partners on it?
Yeah, I have the only partner was just the private money lender. And then, yeah, I was working this deal for probably a year and some change. So that's definitely an outlier. But that's why we were working it for that long. And, when you have to go through lawyers and bankruptcy court and everything like that, it's good to have the reward at the end of it.
Damn, but you're telling me that your private money lender, you must have only had the loan out for a month, so they couldn't have made much more than like.
Yeah, he got his returns super quick.
So
that was my pitch to the private money lender too. It was like, hey, I know once we got the offer accepted in bankruptcy court, I think we had 30 or 45 days to close on it, whatever it was. So he had to come up and send the wire pretty much immediately. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I know this is a big investment immediately, but we expected to get offers first week, because we have a friend that's an agent that just sold an ARV in the area, and it was 2.1, but they got that 4 or 5 offers first week.
Wow. How much did you end up netting when this closed?
Total, after paying everybody off, it's around 400, and then me and my partner run our business together, so we split it, so it was 200 for each of us.
Damn, that's nice, man. That's good. That's good. You got to put that into some cash flowing assets.
It was a blessing, man. Absolutely.
Wow, what a great story, man. I'm always so fascinated about the different strategies, guys. You should know that, I have my strategies, but they're just my strategies. There's so many strategies that I don't do at all that are really, really interesting. And I think the point here is that you can get a hard money lender to fund 80% of your deal. But if you meet somebody through networking, Facebook, just wherever, they can fund the 20% gap in between, and you can flip houses for free. So it's really
absolutely
cool. It's just really cool to see.
We don't use any of our own money on our flips, because if you're using your own money, you've got a cap for how many you can do at a time. But if we can beat your CD fund or your stock market returns, and then we can do 6 or 7 flips at the same time, why not?
Where do you meet your private money?
When I first started, I was going to a lot of meetups, and there's not that many people that wholesale out here in Hawaii. So all the investors out here, they really like to be tapped in with the wholesalers here. And there's also, there's not a ton of competition for the volume that we're doing too. So, once people kind of realize that, we get good deals, and, we get people good returns on their flips, then people, just started coming to us from referrals and everything like that. And was like, hey, if you guys are doing flips, I heard that you're giving out, 12%, 15%. I want to get in on it. So a lot of our PML, comes from referrals.
Wow. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. And Sajat, you've posted that deal in the chat like 8 times, man. If somebody wants it, they're going to reach out to you. But remember, y'all can submit deals to me by typing #submit and sending it to my team so that we can dispo deals that you have under contract already. Buy boxes are coming back. Chris told me buy boxes are coming back. Yes. Anyways, so what are you here for? What can I help you with?
So I sent you the address. Basically, yeah, like I said, 10% of our deals are mainland, and we do mainland deals. But this one was sent to me in Queens. I don't have any buyers in New York, but I've got it for a good price. I've got it for $415, and it's a cash deal flip for an investor. I've got photos of it. I sent you a Google Drive link as well with the photos, the public records, everything.
Yeah, let's check it out. I'm gonna try to see if I can find where it is on Zillow, because I can see the general area, but Zillow's just hiding with all these other listings. So there's the highway.
Yeah, it's currently listed right now too. The seller is my friend, and his agent. I told him not to work with his agent, but people are gonna make their own mistakes. So after it being on the market for like 70, 80 days or something, he came back to me and was like, find me a buyer for this thing.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we're listed for $650 and you got it for
$415.
Damn, $415? You say $415?
Yeah, $415.
Holy. Now that's the type of discount you need on a 600K house, guys. I was telling you, it's a ratio. Remember, that discount that he got is equivalent to getting a 100K house for 60 percentage-wise, right? It's the same discount, but it's a lot harder when you do more expensive properties. You get much bigger fees. Like, dude, his fee could be $50,000, right? But you get much bigger fees, but it's also kind of hard to talk people up, hundreds of thousands below their asking price. But if you get it done, you get it done. So looking at the interior of the property, we don't have any photos. Tenant occupied or vacant?
In the Google Drive, there's photos of the interior. There's a tenant in there, and it's New York. So, that's why the discount's so high too, because, New York and tenants is pretty terrible.
Oh, so it can't quite be renovated just yet because of the tenant situation.
Yeah, so you got to do a cash for keys situation with the tenant most likely.
Okay, I'm checking. Dude, is the tenant a hoarder?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Well, the tenant was an older lady that was the hoarder. And then she moved out. She moved into a retirement home and put a tenant in there. And that tenant has just been living in it.
Guys, look at her kitchen. That's awful. Dude, you can't even use the sink. Oh
Yeah.
my God. How do people get like that, man? Gee
Honestly, in
Louise.
Hawaii, it happens a lot. There's a very high percentage of hoarders in Hawaii. A lot of the deals that I do here, especially on the west side of Oahu, are packed to the ceiling and stuff.
I just don't understand how this happens to somebody. Like, bruh, throw your shit away. Okay, well, damn. That's crazy. Okay, let's check our ARV now. So are people flipping in the area?
Yeah, it's Jamaica Queens, which is it's being whitewashed basically.
Okay.
Used to be the hood, now it turned into high flips.
Okay. So that makes sense. I mean, New York is just bound to do that. I'm sure I'm going to see some crazy things here, guys. This is a high value market. So it's a 3-3 with about 900 square feet from 1920. Because you're working with your friend, can I show the sold comps, not the where the house is? Because I'm just in the general area. I feel like nobody's going to take your deal given that.
Yeah, no, we've got it under contract and everything too, so we're all good.
Okay, cool. So guys, check this out. I feel like we're gonna see some crazy flip value right here. So for sale, 650,000. He has it at 415, which is probably insane. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath.
I think it's a 3.5 technically.
3.5 from 1920. I've drawn around the small neighborhood, but I'm gonna put a little bit more value towards properties that are closer to this area because the highway will decrease value, but it's kind of away from the highway. So I'm gonna click sold, and I'm gonna just see what we can find like right around here first. You got a 1.1 million duplex right there, a little bit different. So let's go ahead and filter for single family, and then I guess we'll zoom out and price high to low. Okay, so we just want to scroll through these guys until the houses start to become similar. Remember, we have a tiny little square footage. We have 872 square feet. So with 872 square feet, guys, instantly a lot of these are not comps, not a comp, not a comp, not a comp. Square footage is hidden on this one, so we'll check it out on PropStream to find the square footage. Usually they hide it when they're embarrassed about it. 1440 is still not a comp. Square footage too high. So we got to see, wow, damn, 750? 2.1 for 750? That thing has 1,020, getting closer, and that doesn't even look renovated either. And then a 1.1, damn, 1.1? 3, okay. Okay, getting a little closer, no photos. Also, your built's a bit off. 736, 735, that's pretty close. 1930 year built. 735, 3.2.5, proximity to the house, not far from the house. I just need to know if it was renovated. The way that we can know that is either photos on PropStream. Yes, it was millennial gray renovated.
Perfect.
So they renovated it, ugly renovation, but they did renovate it.
Jeez. They're all gray. That's a terrible move.
Yeah, I do that on my 60K houses.
Yeah,
it's a shame. It's a shame to see it on a 750K house. But wow, okay, so that's a pretty clear ARV right there. Let's see how many comps we can find. That price per square foot is, oh, they don't tell you. So 735 divided by, oh, it says 1218 on the square footage. Okay, so we'll think we're not terribly far from that. We're 872. Right, 872. 1218 square footage sold for 735. So 735,000 divided by 1218 lets us know 603 per square foot, which you should take with a grain of salt because it is kind of far away from our square footage, but that's okay. We'll see what else we can find. 740 for 988 square feet. And then what is that? That's probably just a different type of house. And what else did we have? Where was I? I don't want to miss the comps I was looking at. Was it? What is this? That got flipped. Is that a new build? No, 1920, 3.3. Square footage is, did we already look at that guy? I think we already looked at that. That's 1440 square feet. Yeah, a little bit too much. And then we got this 3.3. No, I think we looked at that guy. And then what else is there? We should also look past 12 months. 725. I feel like your ARV's got to be in the low sevens. It's probably low sevens.
That's what I had it at. I had it at just 700 flat to be safe. Because it's kind of by the airport too.
And the interior really didn't. It's interesting because despite the high price points, the level of rehab is also kind of mid. They're not doing custom renovations. They're doing really mid rehabs. 3,000.
They're small too.
Feet. This is completely
It's a quick
unrenovated.
rehab.
I feel like if you did a tasteful renovation, it could go as high as like 750 because then you have 2-bed, 1-baths right here for 750. But 700 is a really safe estimate.
When was that one sold? At 7?
I don't know.
When you were just
a while ago. It was sold a while ago, but no rehab, really?
That's crazy.
Let me see who owned it before, an LLC. It was people. People sold to people, which means probably not a rehab. So wow, that's crazy, guys. So that is an old sale. We should look probably past 12 months, guys. Pricing high to low, and then interesting. That's kind of a different property, though, isn't it? Yeah, that's a way different house. 625.75. Interesting. They are trending down. Sales are trending slightly down. 700, 700 for duplex. Let's do. Why is it showing me duplexes? I already have a filter in place. That's got to be a duplex.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe the market shifted. This is when I get rid of the older sales, the market's a little different. You do have this guy right here, 988. That's pretty close. 740. 740. Were you renovated? 988 photos.
What do these pictures look like? Let's see.
Not renovated. Okay. Yeah.
You're right. You're probably right then.
700. I'll say 700 is fine. ARV. 700 is a good ARV because this is unrenovated.
Isn't that an awesome staircase?
Unrenovated for 740, and it only has a little bit more square footage. It has about 110 more square feet. Wow, that's a good spread right there. Really good spread right there. Okay. So we were looking at some photos to assess rehab. We do need to pay the tenant to leave. I feel like we got to give her like 15 racks to leave because she's going to be like,
yeah,
I need my stuff.
Yeah, what we do is we do within 30 days, you get 15, 45, you get 10, 60, you get 5, and after that, you get nothing.
That's a good policy. The house just isn't that bad. I feel like, gosh, I mean, I know things are more expensive out here, so I feel like 60 would get it nice. It does. It's like, it looks to be pretty much livable. I'd love to see I do want to kind of see the street view to see the roof. Because I can't see the roof from here. Let's just check to see how old that is. Yeah, if 60 gets it done, gosh, that's a big spread. The roof doesn't look that bad. This does not look like a great place to live.
This is the block, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 700 ARV, I think maybe only 60 or 70 rehab. Maybe labor costs are crazy high out here. I don't know. Or maybe materials are. I'm not really sure. But I'm assuming New York is slightly more expensive than Detroit. So let's do our formula, guys. 700 is a low-end ARV multiplied by 0.7. And then subtracting a 65,000 on the rehab. Puts you at 425, and then you get. So yeah, I feel like easily you could make 20. I feel like you could definitely make 20 on this. This is a good deal. It's a flipper will see this and be like, yeah, that'll sell for a lot. And then the estimated value on PropStream is, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good deal, man. That's a really good deal. I think a flipper could definitely do really, really well on this property. And I think I'd probably start it at 20,000 and perhaps get more interest than that. But that's very, very, very appealing. Are you going to submit that to us?
Yeah, I just got it done today. But yeah, I mean, I saw that you were doing deal review days today, and so I was like, I just want to hop on and see if you have anybody in mind that you know that is buying out in New York.
I don't do dispo anymore, so I don't really know who our top of the line buyers are going to be. Oh, actually, I just met a guy. So if you, let's see what the potential profit would be. Let's say he buys it for, so you got it for 415.
Yeah.
So he gets it for 435. Let's say you put in 65 on the rehab. Let's say you put in 15 to the tenant. And then perhaps you've got like 7,500 in closing costs. And then you're in this thing for 522. And then maybe you only have 10,000 in carrying costs. It's not going to take that long. 532, and then you sell this thing for maybe 715. Realtor's taking 671 minus 532. 140. Yeah, you make 140K if you flip it. I actually do have somebody.
That'll be awesome. You get inside. I got to charge my phone real fast.
Hello.
Hey, did you say
Hey, Richard.
Did you say you were in New York right now?
Yeah, I'm in Jersey City.
Oh, okay. I just got shown a fix and flip in New York, in Jamaica, New York, which I think is an area that's being.
You want me to go there? I can be there in an hour.
No. I'm sending you a deal. I don't know if you like fix and flips. Do you like fix and flips?
So we were planning doing more fix and flips in like Detroit and Michigan area.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I don't have a crew here per se. Like all the deals that we did were like multi-families and stuff. We haven't done fix and flips.
Okay,
Basically,
no problem.
The reason to go into Detroit was to learn fix and flips as well.
Okay, no problem. I saw a
it
deal.
was.
I didn't know if you'd be interested in a flip, but that's no problem at all. I just thought I'd give you a call.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate the call.
Hey, are
Appreciate the call,
are we getting Tacoma signed?
Yes, I sent just a few changes, nothing to the price, nothing to anything else.
Okay.
Just a few changes to Chris Gallagher, the guy who sent me the DocuSign. So I texted Lexi as well to see if he's the right person to get back to, and I asked Lexi for her email address as well.
Let me call Lexi and have her make that revision because Chris is not an owner on this property.
Okay, so who do I speak to? Like I have to deal with Lexi, right?
No, yeah. It's just that we typically send DocuSign through Chris's account, but this is not a deal that.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just that we use the company to do it, and usually it's through his account. But I'll call Lexi and we'll fix it.
Yeah, and if I already texted her to ask her email address, so I can forward her the stuff as well there.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah,
no problem.
Pretty basic stuff, no big deal. Just to have everything in
Sure,
order because when I was submitting it felt very standard stuff. So I just added a few things.
No
so
problem.
that everyone's comfortable.
No problem. Thanks. Talk soon. Okay. All right. Bye. No. Oh, okay. He's more of a buy and hold guy. More of a buy and hold. He's buying my flip in Detroit right now, but he lives in New York. So I was like, maybe. He's got like an $8 million hedge fund that he's running right now. I thought it might be something he's interested in. But honestly, dude, submit that to my team. And I'm gonna send a picture of it to them and just say, "Oh, Lexi's here. Lexi, come on." I'm just gonna say, "Hey, we should price this at 20,000 because that's really good."
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Awesome.
All right.
What up?
What's up, Lexi?
Hey, dude, I just heard about your crazy deal. That was insane.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, congrats. That's awesome. That was Syed. I'm gonna fix that for you, Richard. I'm just in 600 group chats today, so I didn't see what he said.
I know. I'm sorry. So this is actually my personal property. So I don't know if Chris signed the DocuSign, but this is one that I would need to sign.
Yeah, honestly, I told the team today that you need to personally sign it. So it's actually scheduled that he signs and then you should sign after.
Okay. And the LLC, I'm sorry, I don't know if I told you this. It's Tacoma Street LLC that's the owner.
Yeah, you did. It's right. It's on that.
Oh,
It's that on the contract.
great. Okay. Is that in my info email? Info.
Yeah, it should be. If not, I'll ping them to resend it right now.
Thanks. Well, I'll go ahead and get that signed right away. I guess he wanted some changes made. Does the contract reflect those changes?
What did he want changed?
I don't know. I'd give him a call. I'd give him a call. He said, "Hey,
I talked to him earlier. Our call was amazing.
isn't he great?"
He's got great resources. Yeah, he's got great resources. We're gonna do a lot of deals.
Yeah, we're gonna be providing him multifamily and single family in Detroit.
Yeah, I'm excited, and we can structure the trust the way he needs us to. So I'm hyped up about it for sure.
Very good.
I'm texting him now. I just found his number. I didn't save it earlier, so it took me a minute.
Yeah.
I don't see any requested changes, but it could be in a group chat that I just haven't opened yet. So I'll go through them, but I'm about to give him a call. Is there anything you need while I'm here?
No, just shoot him a text and be like, "Hey, I heard you might need some changes to our agreement. I just wanted to reach out."
Okay.
So, hey, I gotta go. I got a long list of people to help.
You're good. I'm out. Bye, guys.
Bye. Yeah, dude. I just sent that to my team. Submit it right now. They'll get working on that. It's a great deal. I'll tell them a little bit about this really quickly because we don't ever really see deals like this. Nobody really goes after stuff like this, but it's great. So, guys, we don't really ever dispo deals like this. It's a much higher price point and in a market that we don't really do business in. But I'm telling you, our list of flippers will be really, really interested. You will make like $140,000 if you flip this house, and it would probably only take a month and a half or 2 months given the condition of it. So he's going to submit it right now. It's just a deeply, deeply discounted house, easily a $20,000 deal. So yeah, just focus on that. But yeah, that's great, man. Really good job. Yeah, that's great, man. Really good job.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad we got to go over it and have everybody check it out.
Yeah, no, I'm impressed, man. That's the flip is really cool. The business in Hawaii is really cool. That deal that you have in New York is great. I see a lot of reason for people to flip that house. I mean, it's like I don't do that type of stuff, but damn, I'm tempted to because I see you can make a lot of money there, and I bet it would sell quickly. I really bet it would. I think for whatever reason, people probably want to live there.
Yeah, we do a lot of great stuff in Hawaii too. We're one of the only people that can do novations in Hawaii. I actually want to say we are the only people that can do novations in Hawaii because there's only like a handful. I want to say there's 5 or 6 title companies here, and they used to do novations. They don't anymore. But I've got a really good relationship with the head escrow officer at one of the title companies, and so I think we're the only ones that do novations out here.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Sorry, I just got a text. I gotta handle this. Lexi Joseph just sent this to me. And then I'll say, okay. So next, Nick, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's good?
Yo. So I just I talked to I don't know, it may not be worth it, but I have like a triplex that I called today, and it was off market. and it was on market, but then he took it off market. And
Is
so
it
I
a
called
lightning
him.
leads?
Huh?
Lightning leads?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing off market and you're getting in contact with people?
Yeah. I mean, I I spent all day calling, but yeah, I got this guy. And so I was just, I don't know if it'll really cash flow. It's kind of weird. I can send you the address if you want, but the street view, it looks kind of weird, but he said it's a triplex, and he said that everything's brand new. He said HVAC, floors, plumbing, toilets, countertops, and he's trying to sell it. I don't know how accurate the lightning leads like previous market listing is on the database that you guys pull from. I don't know how accurate it is. But I told him that I may give him another call with the business partner to see if anything makes sense. I don't know.
Let's see.
I'll send you.
Yeah, let's check it out. Webbs, this one's not cropped, man. Webb says stop wearing crop tops, but I wish I'll crop this one after this live stream. I think it would look way better if it were cropped, if I'm being real. But this one's not cropped, but I should probably crop it after this live stream. Okay. He texted me.
Here, I'm sending you the Zillow as well.
All right.
I don't know how accurate the Zillow photos are. He said he was going to send me more, but he hasn't yet. Yeah, I don't know.
House looks good.
It's in Indianapolis.
Yeah, it's a good market.
Yeah.
What did you offer him? Like to take over debt?
I haven't offered him yet. I was gonna just refer to the lightning leads rough numbers, but it was just kind of weird. I couldn't get a great idea of each unit and the beds and the baths.
It says that he might. That's crazy. The owner is Dubini Muhammad Ismail, trustee of the Dubini.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Trustee of the Dubini.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Dubini Muhammad Ismail, trustee of the Dubini. Okay. Well, PropStream says he owes 71K. So was he like, I don't know that much?
Well, here's the thing, dude. On Lightning Leads, it said it was seller finance.
Oh.
So.
Oh, okay. So he what did it say?
I don't know if PropStream is totally correct on this.
It's all an estimate. Either of them could be wrong. So it's all just an estimation. I don't know if it's right or not. The only way to know is call. What'd you pitch to him?
Oh, I was gonna say I honestly didn't pitch anything yet because I wanted to see what you thought about it because I didn't know if I was wasting my time with it. I can.
No, you're never wasting your time. Looks like he was asking for something crazy. He wanted 300K. So what I would say is I'll give you 300K. Oh, wait. I actually don't think we can do 300. Its estimated value is 160. But its estimated value on PropStreams. You could give him a hybrid offer. You could say, hey, if there's room, I would take over your debt and make you payments for the remaining amount in your asking price. And you could float that, and you're just going to want to keep payments to the point where they cash flow. So if his monthly payment on the underlying seller finance note is perhaps $700 and the tenants are paying $1,800, you might have room to pay him a little bit more, but not a lot of bit more. So it's hard because the motivation is not exactly there with taking over the debt because of what they owe on it being significantly less than it's worth. And then it's also hard because if you are to take over the debt and make them payments for the remaining amount, you can barely make them payments because you've already got payments on your mortgage. So you could say, hey, if you're super attached to that asking price, I can make it happen with seller finance.
Yeah.
It's just not a great scenario, not for you, but for him. When I say that, I say not for him because, he would need probably 130K to take over his mortgage. We can't do that. We could probably give him 20K and then payments to the rest, but the payments, not very much because of his mortgage,
Yeah, and that's like the offer price was like that lightning lead spit out was $335,000, down payment of $25K, and monthly payments of like, nearly 700.
So that
Or, you
it
know,
would it doesn't think he has a mortgage. That's why.
Yeah. 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 Okay. I mean, yeah. All right. Which is weird because PropStream could be wrong as well.
You can call and ask, say, hey, if I could give you your asking price, would you let me take over your debt and pay you out for the remaining amount?
Yeah.
You could ask him that.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
All right. Catch you later.
Yep.
Sean 91, what's going on, man?
Oh, you know. All right, so no, that is Mark 1. That's Mark.
EAS Realty Group. You were gonna show me you're posting a deal in the chat. I wanted to check out your deal and see if it was a deal. EAS Realty Group. I think your name was Sajat. All right. Cruz, what's going on, man? Cruz, can you hear me? Yes, my name is Sajat. Hi, Sajat. You're on stage. I wanted to see if you needed help with your deal. You were posting it a couple times.
Yeah. What's up, Richard?
Hey, did you? Oh, you're not Sajat. I'm sorry.
No, didn't you say Cruz first?
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So hopefully, a fixing flip for you in Cleveland. It's in your DMs, but he said he was gonna present the offer, and I just wanna get your feedback in case they have a caller.
Checking. Duplex, Cleveland, 65. Ooh.
They did a crazy price drop.
Yeah. What does the violence look like in the area?
It looks good. No shootings.
Looks good. Okay, let me just confirm. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I see you. No shootings. Okay. What's your ARV for this? I love deals like this.
From comps, I'm thinking 130.
130. Okay, 130.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable.
There was like 140 probably, but there's a couple of 125 too.
It does seem reasonable. I'm checking your comps really quick. You are a 4-bed, 2-bath. Your square footage is
PropStream says 23.
2330. Okay. So 2330, 4-bed, 2-bath duplex. 4-bed, 2-bath duplex. Cleveland is the land of comps, guys. So we're just sharing our screen on the comps. It doesn't show anything with the address, but I'm comping this deal right here. It's somewhere throughout here. I'm just, we're a 4-bed, 3-bath, or I'm sorry, 4-bed, 2-bath with 2330 square feet. So we're going to price these high to low. We're going to scroll until we start seeing those. I haven't seen it yet. So this are all 8-4s, all quadplexes or triplexes. Is that a triplex? Yep, that's it. Gosh, I wish I owned a triplex. Triplex. Probably more triplex, duplex. Okay, that's a duplex. That's a duplex, but it's a smaller duplex renovated for 155. 152, 150. Oh. Square footage. Whoa, that must have been a package deal. Whenever you see something like this, guys, that sold for a price that doesn't make sense, probably a package. You probably have multiple properties in this deal. 145 renovated. Yep, renovated 145. And then 144. You're higher than 130, man.
Okay.
That's really ugly, but it works. Imagine putting office floors in your house. Why would you do that? Office floors in the house, really ugly. 140. Yeah, man, it'll go for more than 130.
Okay, cool.
Your ARV is probably 145. Probably 145. So this is good. This is appealing. I'll pause my screen share. I don't want to out your deal. Let me assess your rehab now. I'll tell you where I think we should get this.
Okay.
So-
He said it does need a full rehab, and probably roof is not leaking. But from the pictures, there's not a lot of pictures. But from the pictures, it doesn't look too bad inside. But I can't see the kitchen or anything.
Yeah, maybe a new roof. Looking at the inside, your windows, I don't know if they're vinyl or not. Kind of hard to see. Interior doesn't look terrible, you know? I guess we don't have too many photos, but
Yeah.
you know, probably not more than 40. Probably not more than 40. Okay, 145 times 0.6. Subtracting, call it 40,000 on rehab puts you at 47,000. You make money on anything below 47,000.
Okay. I offered 45, and he said he was gonna present.
Okay, yeah, I would say.
Yeah. Just
I don't think it's a big one at 45, but you would be able to sell it.
okay.
It would be able to sell. Let me know when you get it under contract. It might be one of those ones where I can make a couple phone calls and get it sold for you.
Okay. I did offer this yesterday, and I tried calling him today to follow up to see what the seller said, but he didn't pick up. I texted him and called him, and maybe if you called him too.
I would go slightly steeper in the future, but we might be able to make something happen.
Okay.
Anyways, good job.
All right. Thank you.
Talk soon.
If he answers tomorrow, are you down to talk to him if he wants to have a chat?
Yeah, but I don't know why you'd want to have a chat, man. It's a 45K house.
Okay, so 45 will be pretty much top, or 47, or bring it down.
47 is where a buyer would pay max. Max buyer would pay is 47. I think 40,
Okay.
40 is a great price for this. 45 might work.
Okay, cool.
Talk soon though.
All right, thank you.
Walter, what's going on, man? You got a deal? It's the one on Wheeler. Walter's deal on Wheeler. Walter's deal on Wheeler. Walter going once. Hey.
Yo, what's up?
You got a deal on Wheeler?
Yeah, I have it under contract. It's in Dispo already. I just wanted you to look over it and tell me your perspective of it.
Okay, house needs a rehab, so we need to have a steep discount on something like this. It's been there for 85 days, so the price near here probably doesn't work very well because of the days on market. So we might need a pretty good discount on this thing. And then
I have it under contract for 90.
I don't think we have a steep enough discount because remember, it's been sitting there at 118 for 85 days. If we're anywhere near 118, it's not super appealing to buyers. They would have already picked it up if it were, especially in this area. So I think the discount you have might work for a turnkey property, but not a turnkey at that price. A turnkey for 90,000 would need to rent for like $1,500, which is very rare to see. But looking at the property pending, so what's your ARV?
I estimated around 200.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I was accepting that 90K offer. I wasn't too sure about it, but I just wanted to get your opinion of it.
It's just the discount is not very steep. I'd say the discount is just not incredibly steep. But we'll comp right here and just see numbers wise because there's always to cash deals. There's always like an emotional perception of the deal. Like, what do I think about your discount? Have you gotten me a discount? And remember, we sent it to the buyers at 95, so it's not immensely far below list. But I'll check your ARV. It's a 4.2 with 3,000 square feet from 1915. 4.2, 3,000 square feet, 1915. So another one across the street actually did sell for 240. It's a nice looking house. You got another one right here, but that's a 2.1. You got a 240 right there. You got a 295 right here. 295 right there. Wow. Price them high to low. So that sold for 289. And that's built in 1920, fully renovated 289. This sold for 284, 276. You got another one for 220. You do have a pretty high ARV, actually. I think it actually would sell for.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I was gonna go for the 90 because I did originally offer 80. I was gonna counter offer their 90 with like an 85, but I just decided to just go with it because I need to feel what it's like being under contract.
Okay, I think that you do have a decent ARV. And I think it's more than 200. I think it'll go for more than 200 because a lot of these other houses don't have anywhere near the square footage or beds or baths of this. I just want to see what our true square footage is because sometimes they lie about square footage. Yeah, they're lying about the square footage. It's actually 2,400 square feet, but that's still a lot more than the other houses. So yeah, yeah, I feel like it might be able to sell. Again, the discount's not huge, but the ARV is definitely there. And I guess we'll see. It's a coin toss. I think one buyer might think, hey, well, I don't have much of a discount off of this. And I think another buyer might think, wow, you got a really good ARV here. So yeah, it's a fix and flip. The ARV is there. But remember, when you're wholesaling on market, there's two factors in a deal. The first factor is the number, and the second factor is the buyer's perception of a discount.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to market this myself. I wasn't sure Dispo was going to be able to sell it, so I marketed myself and sent it to Dispo to see which one would come faster. So
that's always
we'll
best.
See if get a buyer.
Yeah, that's always best. It's always best to double down on efforts just to see what will happen here. But maybe I'd just say the only thing to look out for is how steep you get below list. You know, it's cash deals. It's really easy to say yes because they're like, yeah, let's do it. But we still do need a pretty significant discount, not only off ARV, but also the list price, because the value in there is a buyer saying to themselves, I could not get this house for this price if I called.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind for my next ones. I appreciate you looking over it.
Absolutely. It's a lot like that other guy's deal. He showed me a fix and flip today, much like yours, distressed property, but it's listed for $650. He got it for $415.
Man, he could get a fat assignment on that.
Only 20,000, but the numbers were
that's better. That's more. I could live a year off that.
No, it is. It's you'd think it would be more. You'd think it would be more, but still, it's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Good job.
I don't know about the mechanicals though. I think he's an out-of-state investor, so he just has he's never been to the house, so he doesn't know anything about it. He sent over like the as-is addendum, and it checks everything, but most of the stuff is unknown.
That's fine. Yeah, it just is. It's gonna need some work, but that's okay.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Rich.
Absolutely. Talk soon. Bye. EAS Realty Group. We were gonna look at your deal, man. Your name is Sajat. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. EAS Realty Group or Sajat. You're muted, yes, but you have to unmute yourself, Sajat. You have to click there's a mute button. I'll send you a screenshot of it right here. It's on the bottom of your screen. If you click it, it will unmute you. I don't have you muted. I can't actually unmute you. All right, well, when you figure that out, man, just let me know, but we'll come back to you. Donna N. Hi, Donna.
Yeah. Hey, Richard.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine. So I got back in touch with that realtor and I sent over the terms that you told me to send over, and basically I sent her today. And she's eager to present it to the client. And at that basically I initially told her the cash offer just wasn't going to work and it would be better for that. And she's basically like this. She's like, okay, I'm sending somebody out to look at the property and this and that, and some land contracts and all that. And it's just like she's all over the place a little bit, but she just want to be clear on it. So I sent her a little LOI explaining the terms. But the thing is, I believe that maybe you see that this is like a real deal, Holyfield, like it would be coming from a genuine buyer. And I was just wondering if you could possibly help me out with a phone call with her to see if you can release. But she does show interest that she wants us to do, even though I really want to do that. So that's what I mean. She hasn't asked me for any proof of funds or anything like that yet. And she knows now, she knows that I'm not the buyer because basically how I would say, I'm going to buy that because
I'm having a really, really
Yes.
hard time hearing you. The microphone, it feels like it might be an older microphone.
Can you hear me better now?
It's the microphone, not so much like how close you are to it. I can kind of hear. I got the gist of what you're saying. You wanted help with a phone call. I remember you showed me a deal where you got a discount, but it couldn't be flipped because it was already flipped, and it couldn't be rented because it didn't cash flow. So,
right.
How did that deal pivot?
Right. Well, okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can make out most of what you're saying. Yes.
Okay, so basically, the gist of it is that I spoke with her today. I told her that was going to work for those two people. For what she said, basically, I sent her, obviously right away after what I should do. I sent her to everything in a text message and really sent it over today in the LOI. And she called me and she said she doesn't know what to do now with it. And she's talking about doing showing, doing someone doing to my face. Yes, they'll eventually see someone up if this goes through. So I think it's like she's kind of like having a little bit of doubt somewhat. So it's just like I just want to, relieve.
Did you present a seller finance offer on this property?
Well, I guess I did use those words. Yes, that's probably why.
So because I remember I gave you an offer. I said, let's do seller financing. And I gave you an offer. Did you send her that offer?
Yes. And I didn't send her comments when I sent it. I just said, well, how about we do this? But she pretty much knows what it means. She's pretty on creative stuff. So she kind of knows what that means and everything. But all I did, I can actually read out what I sent you. If that's okay, so you can understand what I did.
I'm hearing it's so hard to hear you right now. So I'm really trying my best here. You told her about a creative finance offer. Did you tell her about the numbers that we had discussed?
Yes, I did. Yes.
And what did she say to that? Did she like that?
Well, she wasn't understanding. She actually, this is basically what she said about that. Let me get to that. She, of course, she did bring up interest, but not kind of pivoted that we're saying, but that's why we're giving it over the asking price and everything. That's why the interest is built in with that number and this and that. And she started talking, showing, having someone come out and look at it. Someone going to say the buyer is not local, as you know, most buyers are not local, so they're not going to send somebody like right now. Obviously they would, and because the property is pretty much turnkey, obviously, as you have seen for yourself. So that's pretty much it. I think with her, you hear me?
Yeah, yes. It's just, it sounds like this. So we come in. I'm just like,
this Discord is acting up with me too. Your whole entire screen is frozen. So I don't know. It was okay a few minutes ago.
I think it might be
Let me try to take my.
I think it might
Let me
be,
try to take some headphones off.
I think it
Let
might
me do that.
I'm going to bring you up on Monday. Can you go to the store and buy a new microphone? I'll bring you up on Monday, and I will call your realtor on Monday, okay? I'm going to call your realtor on Monday. Donna, I'm going to bring you back up on Monday. What I think you said is that you presented seller finance to her and that she had some questions about showings and how that would work. And I'm happy to call your realtor, Donna. It's a little hard to fully understand the picture of it, but I'm happy to call her. I just can't right now because my stream's almost over. So if you want me to call, I can bring you up on Monday and I can totally do it. But in the meantime, would you be able to get a new microphone so that I can hear you on Monday?
Okay, yes, we'll be Monday.
Okay.
We'll be Monday, Rick.
So it's going to be 2 p.m. Pacific time. 2 p.m. Pacific time. I'll bring you up on Monday, okay?
All right. Thank you.
At 2 p.m. on Monday, remind me to bring up Donna.
Okay. I added bring up Donna for Monday, 2 p.m.
Okay. We'll talk to her Monday, 2 p.m. EAS Realtor Group, you figure out your microphone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now. Hi, gentlemen.
Hey, perfect. So yeah, you had a deal that you were posting in the chat. What is the address on your deal?
Okay, let me just give it to you on your message then. Okay. Yeah, I have given you on your message. I think you got it.
Okay. Is this your deal?
Yeah, it's mine.
Okay. Because I saw it said creative joint venture, so I didn't know if it might have been somebody else's.
I just wanted to gather sample because this is my first creative deal.
Okay.
I'm not that sure that is great enough to be in the display.
Okay. Purchase $399, $30K down, plus $20K.
The seller is wanted to get 50,000 at the closing. I initially managed her that I will give 30,000 at closing and 20,000 after 120 days.
Yeah,
On a 0%
unfortunately,
interest
man,
rate.
the deals just don't work like that. The down payment needs to be at the close of escrow, but then beyond that, we have 3.6% interest only. We have interest only, meaning that we don't pay down the debt, which is really, really scary. So $399, $30K, $30K at close is good. $30K at close is good, but the interest only is bad. Bad interest only. We need to pay down the debt. So it's not far off from being a deal, but what needs to change here is we can put down 40K at the close of escrow. 40K down works, but no 20K later. Can't do 20K later. 40K down. And then we need to have not interest only, because interest only payments, they just disappear into thin air.
So that should I change it to only payments?
Can you say that again?
Should I change it to only payments? $1,055 per month.
You could do that, but you can also pay interest. You're welcome to pay interest. You just need to do it such that we also pay down the debt. So the way that you've structured this now is we're paying $399, we're putting down $50,000, but we have interest only payments. So we essentially have $370,000 at 3.36 interest. You know, this payment disappears into thin air. This payment does not pay down the debt that you have here. And it's really unappealing to investors when the debt does not go down over time despite making payments. So simple solution. You could probably increase the offer to perhaps 425 and say, hey, I'll offer you a little bit more, but I do need to pay down my debt. I can't do interest only. Alternatively, you could also structure another interest rate, but I will say it will be hard to cash flow with an amortization schedule. So really, you can't really pay interest in this because of the cash flow. If I do even a 4% interest rate here, you can see that the cash flow is gone with the taxes and insurance on it. So what I would do, man, is I'll do 0% interest and increase the offer to 425 with 40K down. 425 with 40K down, okay?
But the seller wanted 50 down because he has a loan of 48,000.
I'm sorry. That's probably where the buyer would enter. The buyer would probably pay 50K down. I don't know. I don't think I can sell it for that. You know, man, it's probably looking like 40K down, and you can offer over their asking price. But I don't. Typically, we take over debt when there's debt on the property. Typically, we keep the debt in place. So if he owes $48,000, we could probably take over the $48,000 that he owes.
Yeah, I have offered them that price, but they don't want to do a hybrid deal. So I had to choose it from this structure.
Yeah.
I can change them absolutely.
So lower the payments. So if you have to do 50 down, lower the payments. If it's got to be 50 down, fine, you can do 50 down, but I want those payments to be closer to like $700, okay?
I have tried that firstly, but they don't want to get it.
Yeah, it's just interest only, man. It's very hard. You know, 50K down.
Okay, if I change the payment, keep the payment only payments and 0% interest, then
your payments need to go down though. So you can do that. Fine. We could do 425, 50K down, but I need your payments to go down a little bit so that it cash flows more, so that the 50 down makes sense. Because 50K down on a 400K house is kind of a lot. So I would probably say if we can get those payments down $300, so instead of 1,000, we're paying 700. Yeah, you might be able to make something work there.
purchase price is even less than that. At this moment, it's around 4,400.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that your seller's going to be mad if you remove the interest rate. So we're trying to offer them an incentive so that it works for them. But hey, I got to move on to the next person. Okay, you can increase the price, keep the 50K down, and then lower your payments a little bit, and we can make that work. Okay.
Okay. Let me try my best, and I will.
Thank you. Talk soon. Hey, Sean 91, what's up, man?
Hey, Richard, not too much. How's everything going?
I'm doing well, man.
I sent over an address for something that I have. The contract should be coming back tonight, signed by the seller of it.
Good.
Which I think it's got a cash on cash return. I don't know if it's necessarily high enough. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I got going on with that.
Cool. 193, 19K down, 700 a month, 5-year balloon with 12-month extension. Great, rented. Good. Perfect deal. Perfect deal. Your balloon is slightly small, but with the extension, it should be no problem. That's a great deal. Submit that one, man.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm going to. I didn't yet. That's yeah. Once I get that. But yeah, I do also personally want to say thank you for all the stuff that you do with this. I actually closed on my first deal last week, and that's the reason I'm able to close on my family's home next week.
Dude,
for that from that assignment fee. So what you're doing is absolutely awesome.
How much did you make on your first deal last week?
What was that?
How much was your first deal last week?
So the assignment fee was $37.50 for a seller finance in Gadsden, Alabama. And I've been doing it since January, so it's for that to happen so quick at the opportunity, like right when I needed it, was absolutely awesome.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, man. Hopefully we can get you a little more. That's a bit more than my first deal sold for. Hopefully your second one's a bit more too.
Yeah, I hope so. I've got one on the Buy Box Cartel front page right now, so hopefully that one closes out.
Yeah, this one too. This one in Bushnell is not bad at all. That's good, man.
Cool, right on. Thank you.
Yeah, and then Jen, your 18K down is too much. Okay, 18K down is too much on a price of 78K. Remember, you can put 15.6 down with the bank. Jen, I could put 15K down with the bank on that, so it's hard to put 18K down there. Wow, it is hard to do questions days, guys, but it's okay because a lot of cool stuff happened today. We met a lot of cool people. Yeah, I did actually see a deal that I might buy from Yasu. That's really appealing, man. It does look good. I think it needs a new roof, but it is pretty good. Anyways, that was a marathon of a stream, guys. I'm so tapped. I need to get in my hot tub immediately. I was loving flags yesterday. Let's do flags today. Okay, this one is going to throw everybody off and literally nobody is going to get this one. So I'm going to drop a photo in the chat and literally nobody is going to get this one. So if you tell me the flag, you win the wheel spin today. Tell me the flag, you win the wheel spin today. Jen, 15K maybe. Oh wow, Cole actually got it. Cole actually got it. Wow, Cole, you got it. Yeah, so that's a confusing one, guys. That's Hawaii's flag. Doesn't it look like England? Everybody's like, oh, England, Australia, New Zealand. No. It's actually Hawaii. I didn't even know that myself. Oh, my God. All right, Cole, let's go ahead and spin it. Okay. What do we have here? Damn, you won the $53.18, bro. You got the $53.18.
Yay.
Hell yeah. $53.
That's good.
But aren't you overseas?
Yeah, I mean, last time you just gave me a few months of the membership.
Yeah. Do you have PayPal over there? Is that a thing?
Nah, I literally don't have anything.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I guess we can just keep doing that. We'll just do another couple months free.
Yeah, go on. Thank you.
Sorry, man. I wish there was a way. I mean, if you come up with a way, maybe you can let me know.
No, I only have like bank transfers. That's how I do all my stuff. That's long.
Is there like, I mean, there has to be money apps in England, right? Like, do you have Apple Pay in England? I'm sure you have Apple Pay in England.
Yeah, but over like text, it doesn't work for some reason. I don't know why.
You can't Apple Pay people overseas? And
No, I think it's just an American thing, Apple Pay, like on iPhone. I'm not sure. I tried it on my phone, it doesn't work.
Damn, that's unfortunate. I don't have crypto. Somebody said crypto. I don't have crypto. Can you give this guy another 2 months free, please? He won a wheel spin. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Well, I'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right, chat. Is Vermont a good market? Not a lot of people in Vermont. Markets are driven by population. It's fine. It's a fine market. You could definitely do it, but I like population for sure. All right, link in bio for Hold My Hand Also, guys. I will catch you all in the next one. Bye. YouTube, what's up? I'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.